It's true, Dave Grohl is constantly doing random and arbitrary, extraordinarily cool things, and when he does, we like to spotlight it in our occasional feature, Deeds Dave Did. And as luck would have it, this morning, we have on the phone with us, Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hi. It's almost like this is a deed I'm doing right now.
It's so meta. We haven't talked in a long time, but the first time I interviewed you was... It must have been 25 years ago because you were playing the parking lot at the Tower Records in Rockville.
Oh my God, I remember that. I even remember the weird sweater I was wearing with the stripes on the arm. Wow.
Now,
those were the days.
They were. I'm very excited that you're joining us, not just because we love you dearly, as everyone does, but also because you're about to do like a really huge deed for everybody in the D.C. area, and you're going to do it in a big way on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Well, so the 4th of July is special to us, I mean, for obvious reasons. It's the 4th of July. But the 4th of July, 1995, was the release date for our first record. So the first Foo Fighters record came out 4th of July, 1995. It just so happens that this year is the 25th anniversary of the release of our first record. 5 years ago, we played at RFK Stadium on the 20th anniversary of our first record coming out.
Right.
On the 4th of July. So this year we knew we had to do something really special, so we decided to come to FedEx Field, invite a bunch of friends, have 2 days of food. July 3rd will be a huge barbecue cook-off competition thing. On the 4th, we'll have this huge show at the stadium and jam with a bunch of our friends, and then celebrate the 25th anniversary of our first record coming out, and then drink a bunch of beers and watch fireworks. I'm kind of looking forward to it a lot.
Well, I know you have to be, because I know how much... I remember when you played the HF Festival at RFK Stadium, and it just seemed like it felt like the world's biggest homecoming to you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, growing up in Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C., I've seen shows in pretty much every venue, like from the art galleries to the nightclubs to the theaters to the arenas to the stadiums. And having come back to play those same places, it always feels like a homecoming, but it kind of blows my mind.
Right.
When we did the show at RFK 5 years ago, I mean, I remember going to see games there when I was a kid.
Right.
I remember going there to see... I remember working as a local crew roadie on a Genesis show there in like the 80s. You know, I was one of those kids in a T-shirt pushing gear around on the trucks at a Genesis show. Oh my God, I don't even know what year it was. It was maybe 1987 or 86 or something like that. But so then to go back and have my own band headline in place like that,
right.
It really does come full circle.
Right.
You know, and then I leave the stadium and drive back to my old neighborhood. It's kind of weird, but it's great.
Well, when you do stuff like this, there's kind of two components in it for you, is the fans, obviously, but also a big friends and family component for you. And so musical friends are always involved. So who besides Foo Fighters should we expect to see? So
over the last 25 years, I've had at least one good night of drinking with every artist in the world. So when it comes to putting on a show like this, I can reach out to these people and say, hey, it's Dave.
Right.
You know, we've probably become friends at some point. And I invite them to do this thing. So Chris Stapleton is going to play with us. He's amazing.
Wow.
He's an incredibly talented dude. Nicest dude in the world.
Yeah.
Really fun to hang out with. He's got amazing songs, and he's a great player.
Mm-hmm.
So he fits. He's great. Pharrell, who I've met over the years, I don't know, 1,000,000 times. Also, brilliant dude, really down to earth, from Virginia, incredibly talented, super fun to hang out with. So you got to have him come along too, because he's another friend. So
right.
Pharrell is playing as well. The Go-Go's You know what's crazy? Belinda Carlisle, the singer of the Go-Go's,
Yeah.
was the first drummer of Pat Smear's punk rock band, The Germs, back in the 70s.
Was
so
she
that
really?
goes way back. They've known each other for... Yeah, she was the first drummer of The Germs.
Huh.
A lot of people don't know that. But
I
those
didn't
guys
know
have known
that.
each other since they were kids, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, Band of Horses. We've toured with Band of Horses a bunch of times in South America, run with them. And
We love those guys, and they're super, super nice.
so a lot of cool bands people might not know. A younger band called Radkey, these three brothers, it's a trio, rock band. They're coming along and playing.
Mhm.
You know, we basically try to fill up the day with a lineup that's really diverse and cool so that you're exposed to new things you might not have heard before.
Right.
But then you get to, like, hang out and sing along with a bunch of hits, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of the way to do it. It makes the day go by in a really fun way. And honestly, I don't look at stadium shows like maybe a lot of stadium bands look at a stadium show like it's a Cirque du Soleil kind of event.
Mhm.
I look at stadium shows like it's the biggest backyard kegger you've ever been to in your life.
Right.
Like, that's kind of the Foo Fighters style.
Right.
So, yeah, so on the 3rd, we're having a bunch of cooks come out and doing this huge barbecue cook-off thing, and I'm really into barbecue. I love barbecue, and I cook it myself. And
You're
then,
really into food in general.
And then on the 4th, we're having a big show. Say what?
You're really into food in general, aren't you?
I do like food.
I know you like a good crab
I
cake.
mean, listen, when you're on the road for 2 years or whatever,
Right.
and then you come back and there's no more tour, there's nothing more rewarding than cooking for your family,
Mhm.
learning new things in the kitchen, going out and, you know, catering. Because now I'm catering parties and stuff like that with my barbecue. So I can cook for I'll do parties for 200, 400, 700 people. And I like that. It's almost the same as a performance on stage.
Uh-huh.
You know, you come up with a recipe and you cook it up and you hand it to someone and you watch them eat it and they smile. It's kind of like playing a song. It's fun.
Well, and now you've got a fallback plan in case this music thing doesn't work out.
Let me tell you, I think about it every day. I'm like, this whole Foo Fighters thing is too good to be true. I better learn something else.
Dave, thank you so much, for everything you constantly do, for all of the great music, and for throwing this fabulous DC Jam on the 4th of July for everybody. I know it's going to be a blast, because seeing you guys out in the sun it's a really glorious experience.
It's going to be fun. And knowing that it's our 25th anniversary of our first record, listen, for us, it's going to be like, it's almost like we're having a birthday party and we're inviting 50,000 people.
I would expect nothing less of you, Dave.
I'm really looking forward to it.
All right. Well, next time you're in Annapolis, we'll buy you some crabs, okay?
Hey, man, straight to the point. Get to the point.
You got it. All right, Dave Grohl, thanks so much for joining us.
See you around, man.